Alright, welcome back. So today we're going to talk about the 10 things I love about the Moto Guzzi V7, which is mine is a 2020. It's a Stone edition. It's number 83 out of 750, so it's a numbered bike. First thing I love about it is the style. That's what got me in the showroom with it, just looking at it and just sitting on it, and just drew me there. Like I said in my first video, I walked around and just seemed like it was the bike for me. So that was really the first thing that really got me to it. Two, honestly, I really love the conversations that I've had with just random people getting gas. Like, I'm betting 1 out of 3 times I stop off at a gas station, I end up spending 5 minutes talking to people about the bike. It really is kind of cool, just random people. Hey, I want to get a bike. Is this a good bike? I used to ride a bike, you know, way before this. Or hey, I stopped riding a bike. Or, you know, just so many different conversations. You learn so much about people that you never thought you'd talk to. So being a YouTuber is kind of cool. Just hearing the stories and stuff like that. I don't ever really share any of them on here. I really haven't had the chance to. Still kind of figuring out how to go there. But the number 3 is the ride. I love the ride, man. It's such a old school, old feel ride. It's just a ride, man. It's so different. I love it. 4, the soul and personality. I don't know how many times I said it in all my videos. It can be a curse and it can be a love. It's like having another girlfriend. It really is. You just honestly, you don't know what you're gonna get out of it, and I love it. I really do. And just the way it rides, and just like 3 and 4 kind of go together. Just kind of how the way it is there. 5, I absolutely love the engine sound, and I'm at like 1,500 miles right now, maybe almost 1,600, and I swear it's getting louder. Like it's just breaking in. It's awesome. It really is. The sound of the motor is incredible. I love it. 6, I always want to ride the bike. Like, I always want to ride it. Like, I just do. Like 9 o'clock at night, I'm like that tired. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I can go for like a 5-minute ride. I get home, I'm like, man, I got a half hour before I have to go to bed. Maybe I can put 15 minutes into it. You always want to ride it, you know, like if it rains like 2 or 3 days in a row, it's just and like you get it riding a motorcycle, but it's just a little different on this bike. So that's just you know, always wanted to ride the bike. 7, the fuel amount, man. I don't know if I'll ever make the video of it, but there's a video you'll see with my fuel cap that I ran with the fuel light on, and they say like 50 miles an hour is, sorry, the seat is hot. All right, that is hot. Okay, so they say the fuel mileage is pretty well, it's like 50 miles per gallon or something like that, and then you have when the engine light comes on, don't freak out. You'll go, you know, you can go at least 50 miles or so. And I did. I'm telling you, like I went all over, and I did downtown traffic and stuff like that, and I kind of tooted around and came back, ignored the light, got on the next day and did the whole thing, and then I had to ride the bike to the shop and never ran out of gas. So you can go when that fuel light can go, and it holds a lot of fuel, so 5 gallons or a little over 5 gallons. And let me see, I got my little cheat sheet here. 8. The comfortability with 2 people on it is really awesome. Like everybody, like that second person really has their own spot on the seat, and so you have your spot, and so it really is, it's nice. It's just like you're both on the bike, but it's not like you're someone sitting over you, or they're really crushed up on you, or like, you know, they're not complaining, hey, my butt's hurting, or like, hey, it's really uncomfortable being crushed. It's been really nice. So Two up riding has really been nice on this bike with the seat. The bike has really been fun. It's kind of, it all kind of goes back to the ride. You know, it just all kind of groups in there, but it's separate. Like, it's just fun. Like, it's just fun. Like riding it, and it's just a different type of fun and a different type of ride. It's just, as a whole, the bike has been great and so much fun. It's been so much fun. The other thing I really like about the bike, and this is number 10, is that there's not many of these bikes, man. There really isn't. There's not. I mean, like, I live 8 miles away from the bike shop here, and there's so many. They sell so many Moto Guzzis, but most of them are out of state. Like, I think there's 3 guys with this bike. I think there's a guy that has one that is a little older than mine. I think it's 2018, and then there's someone who bought a 2021 that lives about 40 miles from me, and then there's another guy that lives in just the state above me, and I think he lives like 80 miles away from me. So it really, it's like, no one is it. Like I said, it goes back to the conversation starter. Everybody wants to know what bike it is. It's great. Oh, this is going to be an extra bonus. The motor, you don't get hot. Like, I wear pants and stuff like that. You hear me talking on my videos how hot it is. But the motor never bakes your legs. It doesn't bake it. I don't ride with shorts on, so I don't know, hey, let me ride with shorts on and, sit around in traffic. I'm sure it'll get hot there. But the way they design the motor, sticking out like that, the wind takes care of it. It does a great job. Really, it's just 1,500 miles has really been, it's been a really awesome bike for the fun, the ride, just the conversation starters. It really has been. All right, now we're gonna go with the bad here. GoPro, stop recording. All right, now the bad about the Moto Guzzi V7 Stone 2020. All right, just like the good is the bad. The personality, like I said, it truly is like having a wife or a girlfriend. When she's not happy or when she doesn't want to do something, it's just isn't gonna do it. And I've never had it with a bike. It's just different. I don't know how to explain it. It's just different. So I'm putting it under personality, and it just is. If you own one, you understand it. If you don't, I guess you don't then. All right, number 2 is the tires. How I hate these tires. I really hate the tires. I can't say enough how much I hate the tires. I really wanted to go with the Continental Attack 3s, but I don't think I'm going to go with those because it's 6,000 mile tires is what they're telling me, and I'll put that easy on a summer. So I'm not going to spend $400 a summer on tires, or maybe more. It all depends what I'm at. I've had the bike 2 months. I'm at 1,500 miles, and my bike was away for 4 days, and we had a lot of rain in the springtime. So I would have probably put a little more miles on it than that. So I'm not going to spend that kind of money on the tires. So still looking into what tires I want to do. That's why I haven't changed them yet. The wind, I got my little cheat sheet here. Okay, parts for the bike. Number 3. Finding parts for the bike it's not hard, but it's not easy. You're just not going to walk into a shop and say, yeah, I need such and such for a Moto Guzzi V7 Stone. So many people don't even know what the bike is, so that's a problem. Had to get an oil change. I had to wait. The day before I was supposed to get my oil change, they called me and said, hey, you have to reschedule because we can't get an oil change. They don't have the part in. So I had to wait another almost 2 weeks to get that in. The tank, when I had vapor lock, I thought my tank lock was broke. was going to have to do that. If I would have had to do that, I'd have to go back with the stock cap, which means I would have had to have the key on the lock fitted for the key. And I don't even know if they know how they were going to do that, because that was their big concern about, hey, you know, it's not just easy, hey, let's put another thing on it. And then if the bike wasn't warranted and they're saying, hey, if I just want to do it, it's a $244 cap. 244 bucks for the gas cap. Remember that. Where the heck am I here? 4, like I said, just mentioned, it already had vapor lock. Never had a bike that's had vapor lock before. Is it the bike's fault? I don't know. I'm gonna just, you know, it's personality, it's whatever, it's a Moto Guzzi thing. I'm chalking it under that, because I know there's videos out there with so many bikes having vapor lock or locks broken and stuff like that. I've never had it. I've owned a lot of bikes when I used to ride. So I'm gonna put it under owning a Moto Guzzi and the bad thing. 5, I don't like how short first and second gear is. You've watched my video on the Moto Guzzi comparison of the 2020 and 21. I really like the 850. I understand they're different motors, but if they could have put that first and second gear length in there, it would have been awesome. It really would have been awesome. I know they can't, or whatever it is, so it is what it is. I deal with it. I just wish I would have had first and second gear like the 2021 Moto Guzzi. 6. Right about 6. Yes, 6. The seat. After about an hour, the seat really hurts. It does. An hour and a half, you are like, you want to get off the bike. These people I've seen on videos, one of the reasons why I bought the bike was because they said you can go 7 hours on a bike and it's comfortable, and I went from here to there. I don't know what kind of butt they have, but I don't know. I consider myself with an average butt, and it hurts. So whatever, more power to them. For me, after an hour, hour and a half, I'm done. I take about a half-hour break or so like that. 7, the suspension. If you talked, once again, if you watched my comparison video, the suspension on a 2021 bike is amazing compared to what it is on this bike. Now, that being said, I love the ride on this bike. So, it's Jekyll and Hyde. If I would have got rid of the suspension, you wouldn't have that soul and personality with the ride, and just how it feels so old school. So you'd lose that. But it's just, I'm really being nitpicky here, because honestly, I really love the bike, but I'm trying to say, hey, 10 things that I don't like about the bike. Would be the suspension, for the reason going through some corners there. It might be suspension / tires. It all might be into one. It could be my riding skill at some part into that. But I don't feel like I'm pushing the bike to where my riding skill is affecting what the bike is doing. So that's why I'm kind of putting this in there. All right, and number 8, the headlight. I've tried making this video, and I'm gonna make it. It's just gonna take a lot of editing. But the headlight is terrible. It might be one of the worst headlights on a motorcycle ever. And so I'll go into that more in the video that I'll be putting out here pretty soon. Number 9, keeping the tank clean. Oh my gosh. When I bought the bike, the thing I went out and bought after I left there was a little thing of pure alcohol, so I could rub down the tank with a micro towel, and that's what I do all the time. It's a beautiful tank. It looks amazing in pictures, but keeping it clean, it's like keeping your eyeglasses clean. It's so hard. So that's kind of a little small pick, but once again, there's so much to love about this bike that I'm really kind of going after those little things here. Number 10, the merchandise. Man, it's not like buying a Harley Davidson. You're just not going to go out there and buy, 15, 20, 30 different shirts. It's really kind of hard to go buy them. You got to find them online. and stuff like that, and just like everything Moto Guzzi, it's just hard to find. It takes a while to get. So that really is my bad list of things that, hey, I don't like about the bike. But honestly, overall, guys, I really do love the bike, with a couple of those serious little things I put in there that really kind of I don't like about the bike. All right, anything you want to say, question, comment, let it down below. And once again, guys, thanks for the views and the subscribes, and I'll see you next view.